Hello, everybody. I wanted to say a word about the dreaded C word, i.e., cancer, which is now neck and neck with cardiovascular disease, coronary artery disease, strokes. So, all that's under cardiovascular disease. That's the number one killer in America. Why is that? And why are there so many organizations, American Cancer Associations, all the big pharmaceutical companies, all the research that's going on since we declared war on cancer? We also declared war on drugs. That didn't seem to do much. Excuse me. Good doctor needed some hydration. I'm sitting out in the sun and it's getting a little warm. But the C word, 600,000. The actual number is 609,000 per annum or per year are dying from cancer. Why? I'll always go back to the beginning. Like a detective, an investigative detective, we've got to go to the mental and emotional issues. We've got to go to the energetic issues. We've got to go to the genetic or code issues, right? Genetics is a code. I'm not saying genetics is the cause, but there is a codon or a codon that's held within the genetic system. See, we're just now really starting to understand what DNA and RNA and a genetic code, how it functions. We're actually still in the infancy of it. But we're getting there slowly. Like those of you who want the accelerated course, move on. The C word. We know that cancer is likely a mitochondrial defect. We know that cancer can only use two sources of energy: sugar, and only one type of sugar, that is glucose. Remember, I told you that like sugarcane or sucrose is a molecule of fructose, a molecule of glucose. And the body will preferentially use glucose. Fructose is shunted into the liver and then is processed by the liver. That's why high sugar use can actually cause the thing that I told you about before, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And it uses glutamic acid. These are anaerobic, meaning non-oxygen pathways of of energy production, because no cell can grow without energy. Cancer cell as well. So the whole issue that we have under our control right now, as I've been talking about for the last 20 videos, we've got to get off the sugar and we've got to get fat adapted. We want the body. Normal cells will use glucose or ketones. Ketones comes from fat metabolism, and the mitochondria will use ketones or it will use glucose. It can use either. Preferentially, we would prefer the use of ketones. So when we're dealing with cancer, the last thing we want to do is overload the body with sugar. The last thing we want to do is overloading the body with toxins, electromagnetic disharmonic frequencies that come from the microwave oven and the cell phones and the computers and the television sets. So we got to be very careful about our exposure to toxins. Why is breast cancer so elevated in women? Well, if you go into any woman's bathroom, they got so many chemicals in there so many unnatural chemicals, lotions, hydrating lotions, makeups, and eyebrows, and eyeshadow, and stuff for your nail. All this stuff gets absorbed into your body. It becomes toxic. Your underarms, you're putting deodorants that are not really deodorants. They're toxic chemicals. And no wonder they drain right into the breast, right into the breast. So it is mitochondrial dysregulation, toxicity, toxic thinking, toxic emotions, all coming together, and then we feed cancer with the sugar. So even if you go with the conventional radiation, chemotherapy, surgery, and you manage to kill that wave, I call it a wave, that wave of dysregulated cellular growth, it will come back if you don't make some serious changes. Those of us that don't have cancer, might as well make those changes now. Those of us who do, might as well make those changes now. And those who have had and survived, might as well make those changes now. I'm going to keep making video after video after video. I don't care if I don't get a single like. I don't care if nobody watches it. Doesn't matter. I got an assignment and a mission to carry out, and this is part of it. I have to alert you people to what is going on. You want to remain dumb, stupid, ignorant, sick, and poor. That's your choice. But I can say I did my assignment. Right? And I brought the truth as best as I can. Cancer is a mitochondrial dysfunctional disorder. We cannot continue to pile sugar and, of course, glutamic acid. I'll get back to you with part 2 of this video. I may do it on YouTube. And then again, this is not going against conventional medicine. This is taking conventional medicine up a few notches. So I'm not against conventional treatments. What I am against is not using common sense on the individual's part to be able to do what they can to make things easier for themselves, to make the treatment easier for themselves, and to make sure this stuff doesn't recur again or it never occurs. Because the best treatment is no treatment at all, meaning prevention. Which most doctors are not taught anything about nutrition or prevention. Nor do they know anything about toxicity. They know very little. They know about poison. They know very little about environmental toxins. They know very little about glyphosates, benzenes, hexanes, all this stuff that come, the microplastics that are now in the water. The list goes on and on. I'll give you sources of toxins. But just look in your bathroom. Especially you ladies, look at your bathroom. It is like toxic Armageddon. Later.